The creator economy is expected to exceed over $500 billion by 2030. That's bigger than the entire global movie and music industries combined. Crazy, right? But the real question is, how do you claim your piece of the pie? Meet Kyre. Just a few months ago, he was stuck, frustrated, underpaid, and unsure how he was going to break into the creator economy. But after working with our program, Kyre made over $5,000 from just a few clients. And the crazy part is, he's just getting started.
That's money that I probably honestly wouldn't have seen, because I didn't know how to go get that money if it wasn't for you guys.
I sat down with Kyre for about 30 minutes to break down exactly how he's making money with video and how you can do the same. He's revealing everything, including how he's building a brand on social media and attracting new clients with just over 500 followers so far. The skill sets that he's refining every day so he can continue to make money with video. And the biggest mindset shifts that he's had to make that changed everything for him in his business. If you're a creative looking to make more money, land more clients, you do not want to miss this. I'm Alex Lewis, and this is Creator Careers. Now let's get into it. Where were you like before you came into the beta program? Like, describe your situation as a creative before then.
Lost. I guess that's the best way to put it. I had no idea really what I was doing when it comes to the content space until you guys took me under your wing. Just honestly, just thinking that I was running my business the way it was supposed to be ran. Come to find out, I was far from that. So really, yeah. To sum it up, I was lost before meeting you guys, for sure.
What was some of the biggest challenges that you faced like during that lost season, like when you were trying to really figure out stuff on your own? What are some of the challenges you faced during that time?
Leads. I was getting zero business. I had no idea how to go out and attract clients. I didn't know anything about inbound leads. I was struggling to just even get anybody, to schedule with me. So I think that was the biggest struggle. And when there's no leads, there's no revenue coming in, and you're just overall lost. So leads was a big one for sure.
How were you able to solve that problem? Get more leads to your business, get more traction?
With the advice that you gave me by doing spec work, not being scared, and getting out there and creating those passion projects, and just reaching out to different businesses or business owners and just offering my services for free, taking that content, posting it allowed me to attract a couple more clients.
So it sounds like not only from the spec work, but also just building your brand online has really helped you grow. You're not somebody that has a huge online presence, but just posting content has helped you get the word out there about you more. Because I know in this space, like, referrals is really huge, getting people out to get your name out there to refer you to more people. But having that content out there really helps a lot, so that just other people can talk about you, because you're always top of mind. So that's really dope.
Yeah.
You got more leads, building your personal brand, putting it out there. You got more referrals. People knew about you more in the San Antonio metro area. What's been your biggest win since being a part of the beta program?
Honestly, my biggest one would probably be securing that contract with the EVO Youth Basketball League. It's just a league for about 8 weeks, and with the addition of playoffs, just filming youth basketball. Just with anything from doing the game highlights, then highlighting the player of the game at the end by doing an interview, and just maybe adding in a couple of pictures. But for securing that 8 week contract, it's probably my biggest win. I'm actually on the third season. Well, I'm in the middle of the third season since joining the beta program. So that's by far been the biggest win.
And if you don't mind me asking, how much money have you made from that contract so far?
Over the course of these 3 seasons, I made about $3,200.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's really dope,
yeah.
Man. Super excited to hear that not only you landed that contract, but you've been able to sustain that relationship
Exactly.
with that client. I'm assuming it's also gotten you some other work as well.
I was going to mention, so that client, he owns his own barbershop. So that, kind of, that led me down another lane of revenue. I started to film this reality show for him. That opened up another income, and then just going in there and taking a couple of pictures of his shop. And, he has a large family, so he always calls me for photo shoots and things like that. So it's definitely led to different, lanes for sure.
I know you recently were like let go from your job too, and you're still trying to find some other work.
Yes.
I just want you to describe like how dope it's been to be able to like have these creative skill sets to make money, even with that loss of income. Like how dope has that been for you?
Yeah, it's it's kind of a blessing in disguise. It's a funny way to put it, but it's from the simple fact of always having these creative skills to fall back on, that this program has taught me, because before this I wasn't able to make income from the skills that I've learned with this. And so with me, losing my job, my full-time job, it kind of gives me a lot more time to really do, it gives me a lot more time for the creative space, I would say. Yeah, if that makes kind of sense.
Has it helped you I know you had some savings, but has it helped you make more money to extend your runway basically until you
Yeah, yeah, I would say this, with the W-2, you're kind of getting a consistent, because I was a salary employee, so you're getting a consistent paycheck, whereas in the creative space, there's no cap, right? Like, you're your own boss, you're setting the amount that you want. And so I would definitely say it's helped me to grow my savings a bit, because I don't, it's funny what you taught me, you say don't necessarily charge by the hour, charge by the project. And that by far, it really allowed me to make what I'm worth at the end of the day. So
that's dope, because the next thing I was going to ask you is how did the program change how you approach with dealing with clients?
Wonderful question, man. The program's changed, like I said, my mindset, most importantly. Like I said, I didn't know how to get leads at first. Okay, then when I get those leads, what do I do with them? How do I charge them? Do I charge them by the hour? Do I charge them what the project is? And make sure you charge by the project. Don't ever sell yourself short. So
Mm-hmm.
really, this program, it's man, it's a lot to describe for sure. And it's been nothing but a blessing for me. I would say it's just changed my mindset. It's made me a lot more hungry. With you sharing your
Mm-hmm.
story, you and CJ, and the others, it's like there's no cap in this space, and everybody wants the money at the end of the day, but to be able to impact others while doing that, that's really what it's all about. So
Yeah, man. I say your story is super inspiring, man. Super
yeah,
happy to have met you and impacted your life so far. Looking forward to seeing what you do this year,
oh yeah.
even with some adversity that you're facing. Since you started working with us, how much would you say roughly you've made so far up until this point?
I, since I've started collectively, I want to say anywhere between 5 grand to like 5,600. So about five, about 5 grand for sure.
Let's go.
And that's money that I probably honestly wouldn't have seen, because I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know how to go get that money if it wasn't for you guys. Because that didn't some of the money didn't just fall in my lap. I had to go out and go get it. But with some of the steps you guys taught me, you guys taught me how to approach it, and how to go secure it.
For
But
sure.
what was your the other clients that I've gained? A lot of sports clients. I know that this one company behind the scenes training. His name's Tony Crocker. He played Division 1 basketball at Oklahoma. Kind of has his own training down here, so I just do some content for him and his organization. Another basketball, Sean Dockery with DBA Academy down here in San Antonio. He played at Duke, so doing some content for him from time to time. And then with Troy with the Clip Cuts Barbershop, doing that with the show. So kind of landing those. I think those are my three biggest clients right now, if I'm not mistaken. But really, just a lot of sports. It's funny because I'm gonna go back to that story. I'm only known for sports, and while it's a beautiful thing, it's also kind of like, man, I offer so much more, and that's why, like, with me doing this reality show and me going into kind of taking more of these businesses, and it kind of shows my versatility in a sense. Like with the Strength and Motion program, that's also a big client. I was doing a lot of content for them preseason before they started their season. Well, this past week or two ago, I was filming their team house, kind of like my first time ever shooting a house, just to for them to attract more recruits next season. So it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
really stepping out of my comfort zone and filming a lot of things that I'm not really used to.
No, that's really dope. I'm not gonna lie, you kind of have defied the odds a bit because when we first met, I was like, Kyrie, you need to kind of get out of sports. I don't think it's that much money,
Yeah,
much money in sports,
yeah,
but you've made a lot of money, still
yeah.
kind of staying in your niche. I'm excited about you this year, and my next question is gonna be what's your goals for this year? How much money you want to make? What kind of clients do you want to get into? But I'm excited to see you expand outside of it too, and still
Hmm.
probably dominate in the sports niche too. Because I think, like you said, with having more time, that opens you up to more opportunities. But I think, like you said, there is more to you that you can offer, really being more
Exactly.
solution oriented with your creative content, helping people get more leads, just like you're getting
Hmm.
more leads,
Hmm.
and doing that. So yeah, man, tell us about some of your goals for this year in 2025 and some of the things you're working on.
My goal this year is to definitely grow to grow my brand. I think currently I'm at 550 followers on Instagram, and while social media doesn't matter, I do feel like if you use that platform well, it can matter. So I feel like if I can grow that and just really post more consistently, market myself a little bit better by paying for ads and just maybe attracting more leads, really, putting more effort into my social media presence, that will be a goal for me. Another goal will just be financially. I really do want to make a lot more money this year. I kind of wrote it down, like if I could do like $600 a week. And the reason why I said weekly was because about a month ago, I was doing this military basketball tournament that they had. While I went there for one athlete turned to five athletes.
Mm.
And I'm like, and they're in season right now, and so you can imagine how much money. I think I made $600 that weekend, right? Just from doing player highlights, man. Like nothing. Some of the players didn't even play,
Mm.
but they still booked with me. So it's like, man, if I can really buckle down and try and make 600 a week and even elevate that would be good for me. Another thing too is volleyball is in season. I just did a tournament last weekend, made roughly around the same. So social media, growing my social media presence, and making more money with this is probably my goal. And honestly, just getting better, right? Like, I mean, I'm pretty good at what I do, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be, right? And I
Mm.
think that's why this program is so important because you teach me the skills. And I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea what DaVinci Resolve was at first.
Mm.
Downloaded that, was hooked ever since. Because I used to edit on CapCut or even honestly just CapCut, right? And while that's cool, but that's not really the professional editing that you really need. And even just some of the editing skills you showed me, I've never thought, to do things like that. So it really you have to tell a story in editing, right? And
Mm.
I always looked at, well, you gotta shoot the content as if you're telling a story, but you gotta it all pieces together. So
It's really dope that you branched out and learned that skill set because I think, that's really what we focus on in this program is that skill development piece of it because, you never can really be good enough. Like as much as we see somebody else's work and compare ourselves, I think it's that daily, weekly, constant refinement of skills. And I think it's just going from there. So,
the money's gonna come, right? But the skill is the skill's not, right? It's like you need the skill. I was so money hungry when I was first starting this business maybe 3 4 years ago, and I'm
mhm.
like, man, like I need this money, I need this money, and not really knowing the skill, just going out there shooting, not really knowing the settings, just not even really doing an edit. I like had no idea what color grading was, no idea about overlays, audio, transitions, just giving the customers raw content as a
Mm.
you're like you can't do that, so this program really teaches you the skill sets that you need to be a professional. I feel like, and the
Yeah.
reason why I say the money's going to come is that like if you come into this with just money hungry, you're probably not going to reach that goal. If you really hone in on your skill sets, the money's going to be right there.
I'm glad that you honed in on that, man. I wanted to talk,
Hmm.
kind of double tap on that, and see like what aspect of the program specifically, because I know you learned a lot of the mindset stuff. You also
Hmm.
learned skill development things. We talked about some systems as well in the program to help you like onboard people,
Oh
and
yes.
stuff like that. So, like, what specific aspect of the program do you feel has been most impactful for you up until this point?
Definitely the editing. Editing for that one client that you have the podcast one. Just seeing how you kind of tell his story. Just
Mm-hmm.
taking those 40-second clips and just putting. I think there was this money scene where he was talking about money. You added overlay of money coming down. You added a little heat transition and really just making the video impactful, energetic, just really attracting the eyes of the viewer. So I feel like editing was really the most important because it's really anything you want to do, how you edit, as long as it comes together and makes sense. And CJ, he said something to me that stuck to me ever since. He said, simple is more.
Mm-hmm.
I used to always, when I used to edit, I used to be like, okay, I need this transition, I need the fire, I need animations, this song, the whole nine. When in reality, clients aren't even looking for that. They just want to make sure that the job gets shot correctly and it tells a story and you're doing what they ask. They don't care if it's all you set the perfect example. You look at a car commercial, you don't see many transitions or effects. It's just straight to the point. It's just a few
Yeah.
words. They show the car and that's it. And so simple is more. That stuck to me That stuck to me, and so I live by that at this point. But editing, that right there, and I can't remember the system that it was. It was like the follow up system
Hmm.
that you showed. And that's I haven't used it yet, but that's been a crucial part. I also um I don't have I can't think of it yet. I don't have an LLC yet. However, I did make a Stripe account, and I have
Okay.
a couple of systems to kind of like charge my clients through the invoice, and they pay through the invoice, things like that. So a couple of systems that we talked about on how to run it. I've implemented that for sure.
So we got to refine some of them systems in 25, Kyrie. We gonna work.
Yes, yes,
We gonna work on
yes.
it. And I guess last but not least, I just want to get into, like, if you were speaking to somebody else is in your shoes, thinking about joining the program, maybe on the fence, like, to explain to them why they would join, would you recommend it to them and why?
Join. I'm gonna tell you right now, join. This program has been nothing but a blessing for me. It's opened a lot of doors that I've never vision, right? From the very first call, Alex, he's taken me under his wing. He's really showed me the ropes. He's shared stories with me that has gotten me pumped and motivated to this day. I'm like, and it's beautiful because watching him do it and watching others in this program do it just gives you that hope, knowing that you can also do it as well, and you can, not take their place, but you can also help others down the road. So for somebody that's on the fence, if you want to grow your brand, your online brand, the content space, I honestly don't know of a better program. Yeah, these guys are gonna not only show you the ropes, help you reach your financial goal, and really they're just here for you. They've been here for me from the jump. It's been nothing but a blessing, honestly.
If Kyrie can do it, so can you. The creator economy is exploding right now, and there's never been a better time to turn your creative skill set into cash. But the truth is, most creatives struggle because they don't have the right skill sets, they don't know how to attract more clients, they don't know how to price their work, or just market themselves effectively. That's exactly why we created Creator Careers, so that you can bridge the gap between your creativity and making real money. Inside of the program, you'll get step-by-step training to consistently refine your creative skill sets, a proven system to land high-paying clients consistently, as well as a community of like-minded creatives that will level up together with you. If you're ready to stop guessing and start building a profitable creative career inside of the creator economy, make sure you click the first link in the description below today. And I'm gonna see you inside of Creator Careers soon. If you like this video, I'm sure you'll love these.